First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us. And I appreciate that. All right, let's break it down. Actually, if you guys don't know, this young lady right here actually explained what Model Fair was in the best detailed short message that I have ever seen. Like, she didn't even know I was the person behind it. She just explained it. So, why don't you give us a little, like, why don't you break it down to everybody what it is?
I use Model Fair probably every couple days whenever there's a casting in LA. It's easy. I know most of you guys are on Instagram. If not, you should be. They just post pictures of casting calls. You go to Model Fair, see casting, then you follow the person that posted it, and they tag them. You follow them, email them, or whatever their form is, and then you kind of can like their picture, submit it, and say, hey, I submitted, check your email. They'll get back to you. Usually, for the most part, they get back to you, say, okay, I'll be checking the mail soon, casting calls, if you're accepted, we'll go out in 2 weeks. But it's nice because once you book that show or book that event, then you already are social media connected to them. So you can tag them, and usually, obviously, people like to get their name out. So once you're tagging them, they're more likely to, book you again because you're with social media. So definitely is a good place to start if you're, starting off as a model, especially if you don't have an agency. I don't have an agency, and I had a photo shoot yesterday with them. So it helps you to get your own jobs, and so there's no middleman.
At the same time, right? At the same time, I asked you, like, you were like, I get a lot of jobs from them.
Yeah.
I asked you, like, how many jobs do you get? And you said, how many do you get?
I've gotten 5 or 6 jobs in the past, probably 4 or 5 months, about a job a month through just Model Fair. And that's and I'm on, I model part-time, so that's, if this is something you really want to do, there's no reason that you shouldn't be able to book, weekly, because they post LA bookings probably like 4 or 5 a day, so.
Actually, we post international bookings. Also, so we post in Atlanta, Memphis, any place you can think of, a hole in the wall, Afghanistan,
Sydney.
Like, hey, if that's for you, if that works for you, if you down to walk a runway and dodge bullets. We posted several casting calls in Dubai, and we have a large following in Australia. So, but pretty much every time we get a new follower or a new comment from somebody, it's always that same question, like, what is Model Fair? Well, Model Fair is something that was started in development like 2 years ago, and pretty much what's the concept behind it was pretty much an answer for models like this young lady right here who says she doesn't have an agency, or for models who sat there and had agencies or had management who got messed over, who's gotten their money took, who's gotten all kinds of other bad situations that happened to them, who's gotten hurt, who's went to casting calls inside somebody's garage, and it turned into, they said this was their photo studio. This is pretty much a website for you guys. This is pretty much a screensaver right there. Nah, pretty much, this is Model Fair is more than just a casting call site. We're a website that's strictly dedicated to models. Everything that has to do with models, uplifting models, posting models' accomplishments. At first, models were the biggest names and biggest faces of brands back, like cologne, like swimwear, like such and such. But let me take the time to introduce you guys to the owner of a swimwear. This is Aaron right here. He got Syrup Swimwear. Yep. Matter of fact, come aboard, man.
Okay.
For y'all that don't know, this guy just had his swimwear featured in Sports Illustrated, right?
Yeah.
Nice. The swimsuit edition, right? The new one, right? So the new one, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm supposed to talk about something?
no, hey, we just admiring your accomplishments, man.
Right,
Admiring your accomplishments.
Yep.
But like, how do you usually find models when you do?
It just depends. I think a lot of times I'll go on, Model Mayhem or some of my own contacts on Facebook. Then Craigslist. I just kind of blast it out there everywhere, and then kind of, like a wide net and see who responds.
And then how serious are the models usually when you get the emails from them?
Like what type of models do I know?
Pretty much, yeah, like how their portfolio works. Like, do they give you that bathroom pic, or do they give you like a
You know,
full-blown-
that's the thing, is sometimes you know, you get really highly professional models, and sometimes you get people that are the bathroom pick, and you're going, that girl's got a career, she just had the right photos.
Wow.
You know, and you find new faces, and I've been to like top agencies too, and gotten girls out of there. And obviously, you know, if you don't have a lot of time and you have a good budget, you can really narrow that out quickly, but I like to find new faces a lot, so. It just depends, you know. This is new. I was just listening to you speak, and like Instagram casting. I hadn't heard about that yet, so it's kind of something I need to learn about. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. Well, that's why we started. We started out doing modeling posts on Instagram, pretty much. We started out, and to be honest with you guys, we all started this out like it was a big joke. Like really, we started it out like, man, it would be cool if we posted some casting calls from different people just to help out. We didn't want money from them. We didn't take money from anybody. We just was like, hey, let's just see if we can help out some models and see what happens. We honestly took it like a joke. We thought models were just gonna be like, oh, this is like a Craigslist rapist or something like that. But no, the more and more castings that we put out, the more and more people start following, and the more and more attention we started getting, and then we started getting more and more comments from people. We've gotten comments from all over the world from people saying how much they appreciate what we do, how much they learn from what we've done, and how we have encouraged them to continue in modeling. So
I got a question though. So logistically, how does it work again?
So Model Fair's Instagram account will post like the flyer version of whatever casting it is, and so it'll post the flyer version, but it'll also post who posted it. So like say you're a designer and you're looking for models, say you would post a picture, of your flyer, and then you tag Model Fair, because then they can see it and then they can post it on their site. So you're basically expanding your network. So then like what I do, some people comment back on your page, but what you want to do is whoever he tagged, go to their page.
Cool.
And then it usually says email so-and-so 4 to 5 portfolio pictures. You send them off, and then you can write on their Instagram, hey, I just submitted, looking forward to working with you, or something like that. And then it works that way. But also, too, it gives them the opportunity to look at your Instagram. So like for me, I do a lot of, say my friend's, she's a designer. Anytime I'm wearing her stuff, I'll tag her and say, oh, hey, such and such. So a designer might see that, and it makes me more marketable. So that's another level of it, but it gives you the opportunity to see that I'm doing that.
Yeah, that's cool. Cool. Well,
Yeah, models
having me.
models
It's Syrup Swimwear, like maple syrup. So syrupswimwear.com. Instagram is at Syrup Swimwear, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. All that's my ad for the day.
you see how he pulled in that shameless plug? Oh, by the way, I'm on camera, so look, it's Syrup Swimwear. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. But no, anyway, so like we said, we started out through Instagram. Started out pretty much in 88 weeks ago. I checked, trust me, I went all the way through and checked. Wow. 88 weeks ago. We went from posting, usually we went from posting 20 posts a week to now we post over 100 job listings a day. And we're growing. We're looking to expand that majorly to double that, so more like 200. Through us posting casting calls, being that we post 100 a day now, we've worked up to having over 8,000 posts on our Instagram, and that's just mostly casting calls. Like, really, we have like 200 pictures of like news clips, but most 8,000 of it is strictly casting calls. Matter of fact,